In this video, we'll be exploring the Gemini Flash model version 2.5 and how to access this from their API. This is a multimodal model, so it can handle text, images, audio, and video. We'll demonstrate its image-to-text capabilities and how to use this model for optical character recognition in a simple Python script. You'll learn how this lightweight yet powerful model can revolutionize the way you interact with visual information. To run this code yourself, we have a GitHub repo that has all the files you will need. Link is below. You will also need to set up a Google Gemini account and an API key to access Gemini. See our video on Gemini Pro for details on how to set that up. Before we can run our sample code, we'll need to set up a Python environment with the necessary libraries or dependencies. This file contains everything you need to get started. Run the create command to set up the environment, wait a few minutes, then activate the new environment. Conda list will show what Python libraries and versions are available. See our video on using Python with Conda in VS Code for more details. Link in the description below. Okay, now we're ready for the code. At the top, we have several import statements, including two from Google's generative AI library. This library uses an API that connects to the Gemini model server. We set up a few variables here. The main one to note is the API key that we set up after creating our account. This is the image we will be processing. We use this image in several other videos that cover other models. This will help us when comparing the accuracy of different models and providers. We have a few other images you can use for testing. This function will create a file to avoid an error if the file doesn't exist. The next function runs the main workflow. The first step is to initialize a connection to the API client using the Gemini client method. Pass in the API key here. The next step is to upload our image to the Gemini server for processing and analysis. There is a files.upload method that will handle this for you. The third step is to tell the client connection which model we will use. There are several to choose from, including the Gemini Pro model. Flash is the light version of Pro and is faster and less expensive. Then we set up our prompt and image to use. This example shows a simple prompt for our demo. We take this model name and prompt and pass them into the generate content method. Finally, we print out the response from the model. This is the main command or starting point. Okay, let's start the script. It should take a few seconds to run. Okay, the code finished successfully. Let's look at the results. We see an organized list of components for a receipt. This includes store information, transaction details, what items were purchased, and the grand totals. Finally, the payment info is included. To show accuracy, this is the response and the original receipt side by side. We see very accurate results and even some interpretation for abbreviations. TR pound probably does mean transaction number. Gemini would have seen thousands of receipts in training. Some of them may have had the full word listed. Going back to the prompt that we used, we can adjust the request to give us a different format or level of detail in the response, or ask specific questions instead of giving back everything it found. We could also pass in several images at a time. For example, if we had several receipts and we wanted a grand total for all of them, or to compare two different images. Remember, the code for this demo can be found on GitHub repo shown here and included in the description below. Gemini and OpenAI can be expensive for large-scale applications, say if you have thousands of users. However, there are open source solutions that don't have a fee for each API call. There are ways of hosting these yourself, possibly saving money over the long run. See our playlist on local models for some different options that are available. Well, that's all we have for today. See you next time.